All right, shalom, shalom. Peace, Israel. This is Brother Zaquan from Prophets of Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I'd like to give our glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who teach you well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. All right, as you probably hear, I'm doing it in transit. All right, we're going to do a lesson, on this sedition in Rome. All right, once again, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who teach you well. All right, we're gonna hop right into it. I'm gonna play this video. You're gonna see, man, it's sedition going on all around the world right now, man. As you know, we're here in Babylon. It's nothing's really popping off here like that, as it is in other countries. But we know it's gonna end here last. And when it gets to Babylon, it's gonna be worse than any other country. All right. So I'm gonna play this video, and this is going to show you, what's going on in Rome, the sedition among the men in Rome. Happening around the world as we speak. And this right here, man, this is a prelude of what's about to come to Babylon. All right, but it's gonna be on a much higher scale in Babylon. We're gonna grab the scripts. It says 2 Ezra 9:4 says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right now, the times we're coming into, we understand that we're entering into the last days, and Jacob's trouble is nigh. All right, and like we said, when the sedition and the lockdowns and everything else comes to Babylon, here is going to be on a full scale than it is anywhere else. All right, and it says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right, so these times are already spoken of even before the beginning. The end was already declared. All right, grab this. Salakia, bear with me. I'm in traffic. This, I'll go grab it. But the Lord spake of this, man. It's like Ezra, so we're gonna grab it 9:4. It says, matter of fact, we can bring it back. 2 Ezra 9:1. Says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the same very time, Salakia, the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right, and Yahweh Yahushai is visiting this world. All right, you see, there's, like we said, there's lockdowns, there's sedition going on in other countries, but in Babylon, people are still living a life out here. They're still going willy-nilly. But people are still going on with their day-to-day lives as if nothing is really going on in this world. That's why when it hits here, it's going to be on a much higher scale. It says, wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Yahweh Yahushai is visiting this world. All right? And the Lord is visiting this world because look at what's happening all around the world. All right? Look at the events taking place within this world. Look at all the destruction that's starting to arise. And much more destruction is going to arise. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, all right? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars, the key point, uproars of the people in the world, the people in Rome, all right? They're having uproars right now. Sedition among men, all right? Rome is falling. It says this, it says, then shalt thou understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right, so like we said, the end has already been declared in the beginning. The Lord already spake of these things, and the Lord gave us signs as to show when to look. Slakia, the Lord showed us and gave us signs to know when to look for his coming. All right, in the last days. All right, we're gonna have famines. Jacob's trouble, the M-O, the M to the O to the T to the B. But the Lord spake of these things from the beginning, and the end was already declared. But as you see in current time now, the scriptures are speaking for itself. Prophecy is jumping off the paper. Prophecy is jumping off the book. We'll grab this. 2 Ezra 15 and 14 says, "Woe," which means destruction, "to the world and them that dwell therein." Right, because when this hit, look, there's sedition in Rome right now, but imagine Babylon. Woe, which means destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. 2/3 that dwell therein this earth. But then Babylon, the Lord said, "Woe," which means destruction unto you. All right. And like we said, the point is to show what's going on around the world, what's happening in Rome. Like we said again, over and over, it's gonna happen here in Babylon, but on a much more scale. It's gonna be 100 times worse than it is anywhere else on the face of the earth. These Edomites and people over here in Babylon, they have guns. All right, the people in Rome, they're over there protesting. All right, and it's sedition. But in Babylon, there isn't gonna be no protesting and sedition. People these gun-toting Edomites and these gun-toting, 2/3, they just gonna start upping the strap. People are gonna have no regard for one another. It says 2 Ezra 15 and 15. "For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." And what's the sword? The modern day gun. All right, we're in Babylon. Babylon, people have, the citizens of Babylon have so many guns to where when Esau comes and rolls out, he tries to take away these people's guns. There's gonna be a problem. These gun-toting Edomites and 2/3 are not gonna just give up their guns so easily. All right, that's why when it comes down here in Babylon, it's gonna be the violence and the destruction here in Babylon is gonna be that much more greater. Because look at the wickedness going on in Babylon. It says, "For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh." All right, Jacob's trouble draweth nigh. It says, "And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." All right, people are going to be spoiling each other's houses with no regards. All right, and this right here, Salakia. Remember, it says 2 Ezra 15 and 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men." And what's going on right there? You see in Rome. It's not just happening in Rome; it's happening all over the world. But they said there shall be sedition among men. All right, there's going to be disagreements and differences among people. All right, the times that we're coming into, it's about to be a free for all if you don't have your Yahweh Shem Yahushua on your side. It says, "Invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right? People aren't going to regard the government, the cops, and all these people out here. People are going to be doing whatever somebody has the power to do in that time. That's what they're going to do. If a person has the power to kill somebody to get what they need in that time, that's what they're going to do. However a person see fits within that time, whatever power they have within that time, if they see fit, they're going to continue with their actions. It says the course of their actions shall stand in their power. The Lord laid it out. It was simple. Salakia. We grab this. Matthew 12 and 25 says, "And Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts and said even unto them, every kingdom divided." Salakia. Demons on the road. Says, "Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation." All right, ultimately to destruction. It says, "And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand." Right. All right. If there's sedition among men, that means there's going to be disagreements among men. All right. And the Lord just said, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. All right. And as we see, there's sedition going on. All right. And there's the division is going on right now. Kingdoms are being divided. And they're being broken down all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. So I'm gonna play this video one more time, and we're gonna end it off with this. Sedition is real life. This is actually happening, right around the world, and it will end here in Babylon on a higher scale. life. This is happening all around the world right now, man. As the elites of this world try to rock you people to sleep, telling you things are going to be okay, this is what's going on around the world. It's time to wake up. Alright, so you get the point. But with that, we'd like to end it off here. Yahweh Ratazah, this lesson was edifying to you. Alright, with that, I'd like to say Shalom. I'd like to give our glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Chaha Kodash. Once again, this brother's Aquan from Prophets of Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. With that, I'd like to say Shalom and a Baba Ball soon.